Hey gorgeous ladies, Lindsay here. I am your spiritual fertility coach and I am coming to you today to talk about what preconception care is and why you need it. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Lindsay as I just said, and I, as a spiritual fertility coach, I empower boss babes who are on the spiritual path to bring into balance their physical and their energetic bodies and to release the chains that past burdens have held on them so they can grow and expand and step into their greatest role yet, which is mother. There are star children just waiting for us to get into a high enough vibration and to get into a state so that they can come into this realm and be nurtured so that they can continue to grow and expand. There is a massive paradigm shift happening. The earth, she herself is raising her vibration, and there is just such a profound awakening and paradigm shift that's happening. And so your star children, I firmly believe, like, your star children are there waiting. I've seen them in my meditations and I've seen them in the work that I've done with my women. They are there and they are waiting for us to release old burdens and raise our vibration and get into a state where we will actually be able to nurture them. So that is my role. My purpose here is to empower high vibe boss babes to get into that balance, to expand, and to get into that state where they will actually be able to nurture and really fully help these star children grow and develop, because they're coming here for a reason. There is going to be so much healing that is happening, that is going to happen as they come into this realm. But we need to be in a place as women, as mothers, to be able to really hone in and nurture that growth and development and that expansion, because traditional ways of parenting and traditional ways of being numb that expansion and they bring the vibration lower. And we are at this like incredible shift right now where the raise, the expansion, the vibrations are just raising higher and higher and higher. And so that is my role, that is my sole purpose, and that is what I am here to do. So I wanted to come on here and talk today about what preconception care is and why you need it. So you hear me talk a lot about the physical body and the emotional bodies, and we really need to make sure that they are in balance and in alignment with each other. Many people who are on the spiritual path, we're all about like raising the vibration, but that kind of takes taking care of our physical body out of the equation. So it's so important to really nurture and honor our physical body, because we're here for a reason and we need like this vessel to be in its optimal prime shape so we can continue to grow. So if you are a student of meditation, if you meditate, you will probably know that you have the best meditations and you're able to do so much more when you are grounded. It's the same exact idea. So as you ground and nurture your physical body, you are able to do so much more spiritually and physically and mentally and emotionally. And part of that doing so much more with your physical body is being able to create life and bring life into this realm and into this world. So taking care of that physical body first and foremost is so absolutely critical and essential. So the way you do that is you do that with your food, with the food that you're eating, but also even going behind the scenes there is, yes, the food that you eat is so incredibly important, but making sure you're breaking down and absorbing that food so you can utilize that is absolutely paramount. Because if you do not have your digestion in place, then you're not going to be able to utilize any of the incredible food that you are eating. So it's so important, and many people that I talk to don't even recognize how critical digestion is to fertility. They seem like two completely different systems, but here's the thing: if you do not have digestion in place, you are going to have a very hard time getting your body to perform any action it wants for you. So very, very, very first and foremost, even going behind the food that you are eating to get your body in a state where you can have a healthy fertility, a healthy reproduction, is you need to make sure that you're breaking down and utilizing those nutrients. So why do we need nutrients? Nutrients are the building blocks for every single cell in the body. And what are you doing when you're creating life? You are making a ton of new cells. So not only do you need to make sure you have enough nutrients and building blocks for your cells, you need to make sure you're having enough for these cells for the new life form that you are creating. So that is critical. And then you also need building blocks not only for your cells, but for your hormones, for your energy, right? It takes a lot of energy to make a new life. So you're going to get all that from yes, having the food, but also having the digestion. And you're also, a huge part of that too is managing your hormones. And the way we manage hormones is we manage inflammation in the body and we manage your blood sugar. Those first and foremost. And then we support your liver. Like, boom, that's 1, 2, 3. That's what you need to do to support your hormone balance. So taking other synthetic hormones because your hormones are out of balance is only going to drive your hormones out of balance at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. So to support that hormonal balance, you need to make sure you're supporting your blood sugar balance, you're supporting your liver, and you are, I just lost my train of thought. I just said a third one. Oh my gosh, I've got so many things going through my head that I want to give you, and I want to give it to you in a short amount of time. So you need to support your blood sugar balance, you need to make sure you're getting the right nutrients, and you need to support your liver. Those are critical to supporting hormonal balance. So if you're not focusing on that, and you might not know how to focus on that, and that's okay, reach out to somebody to help you with that. You can reach out to me. There are a lot of other people that you can reach out to as well with that. Everybody's body is a little bit different and needs, might need a little bit more support here and there. But in general, there are some very specific, surefire ways to make sure you're balancing your blood sugar. And first and foremost, that's to eat regularly, and that's to eat foods that are, higher in healthy fats and healthy proteins, rather than foods that are higher in refined carbohydrates or carbohydrates in general, and that are low in protein and low in healthy fat. So if you have questions about where those nutrients come from, get the Eat to Conceive ebook that's in the file section of this group. That's for free right now for you. So that is going to be monetized here shortly, so take it while you got it. So that'll always be for free in this group. But if you have any questions on where those come from, I'm not going to go deep into that because the information, you already have the information. So utilize that and maximize that. But those are first and foremost. So yes, what you eat is so incredibly important, but you also need to make sure the systems of your body are functioning properly, because if the primary systems of your body, like digestion and blood sugar balance, are not functioning, I don't care what else you want to happen, you're not going to be able to do things like reproduction. That sounds harsh, but that's the truth. I'm not going to beat around the bush on that. So this is part of empowering you, right? Like, you need to know what's up, and that's straight up, that's what's up. So if those are out of place, you're going to have a really hard time doing whatever you want it is that you want to do. So in this group, I focus on fertility, but maybe you want to recover from an illness or a disease or a broken bone or something like that. Those are also secondary functions of the body. And if you don't have the primary functions in place, your body's going to have a very, very, very hard time managing and achieving secondary functions in the body. So that's critical. That's critical. That's how you support the physical body and help get it into shape. Now, preconception care is something that's going to balance all these foundations for your your primary functions in your body. And as you do that, your hormones are going to balance out. Your egg quality is going to improve significantly. Also, if you have a really supportive partner and he goes through this with you, which I really hope he does, and I really hope you have, it's going to improve his sperm quality massively. So men, you know, yes, they can continue having babies in their 70s and 80s, but that doesn't mean the sorry, I got a message in there and that was an awesome message. So, but that doesn't mean the quality of their sperm is really good. So sperm fragmentation is a very real thing. You know, we see more and more sperm cells these days that are rocking it more like Scott Hamilton style, but they need to be Michael Phelps's, right? Scott Hamilton's freaking amazing, but he's amazing on the ice. He twirls around, right? If you're too young to remember who Scott Hamilton is. But Michael Phelps, we all know who Michael Phelps is, right? Like, he swims fast and straight, fastest swimmer in the world. That's what we want your husband's sperm to shoot for, right? Like, Scott Hamilton has his place, but it's not in your sperm cells. So that's what preconception is going to do. At a very quick note, on the physical level. Now, I take preconception care to a completely different level than a lot of other people, and this is what sets me apart, because I talk a lot about mindset. I do a lot of the work to get your energetic bodies in balance and in alignment, and this is also so important because, as I said, there's this massive paradigm shift. The babies that are being born now are of such a higher frequency. They are literally operating at a much higher frequency, and if we're at a really low frequency and they're up here, do you see how it's like not a match? It's gonna have a really hard time, you know, wanting to be attracted to that. So we need to raise our vibration so that we can do that. And here's how we do that. First of all, first and foremost, we need to get rid of like subconscious limiting beliefs and stories and just baggage that we're carrying around. Those create like energy leaks, like they suck our energy and they literally hold us down. So I like to think of them if you've got like chains around your wrist, right? You can only go so far, and then until those chains are released and broken, you're not going to be getting up here. So it's really, really important. So digging deep into what your limiting beliefs are, what your fears are. And if you're unclear about what a limiting belief is, a limiting belief is this subconscious story that is running in the back of your head that will literally prevent you from achieving anything you consciously want until that limiting belief is identified and like gotten rid of, and your subconscious brain is reprogrammed. So that's what a limiting belief is. We have limiting beliefs in every single area of our life, from relationships to money, to our jobs, to our careers, to our, you know, if we're worthy of achieving and doing anything. And I absolutely guarantee you that limiting beliefs are a very real thing around reproduction and fertility. It's probably the main focus of my practice right now, and for good reason, because the shifts and the transformations that arise when you get rid of those limiting beliefs and you reprogram your subconscious brain, like, you can just shoot right up there. And I fucking love that. So it's really, really amazing to witness the women that I work with go through these transformations. So, and as you really ground and nurture and honor this physical body, you are able to transform and raise your vibration so much, because just like when you are in a meditation, if you are not grounded, that you're not going to be able to really do your meditation. Or maybe if you've ever taken a yoga class and you just have not felt connected, you just can't really kind of stick with it. You're like, gosh, when is this yoga class going to end? But then if you've done another yoga class and you're like, oh yes, I feel every single pose, every breath, like it's just fluid and you're on point and you feel it, that's because you're connected, right? But if you're not connected, then you're gonna be like, okay, well, whatever, like, this is ridiculous. When is this gonna end? Same thing. So you're just like, your physical body and your mental body, your emotional body, your energetic bodies are not connected, and you feel that. You're just like, you're not into it. So Same thing with reproduction and with fertility, and really being able to release this baggage, this stuff that is holding you back. You might not even be aware of stuff that is holding you back, but every single person has limiting beliefs. Every single person. I have limiting beliefs. I work on my limiting beliefs all the freaking time. Like, let me tell you, it gets really annoying after a while. You're like, shit, this again? And we always have the same limiting beliefs. They always pop up. They happen, and they come up when we're about to like up level. But they will also hold us back from, you know, staying in our comfort zone. And our comfort zone might not be where we want to be, but our comfort zone is what we're used to, right? So if you're, we'll use fertility and pregnancy. Pregnancy is a completely different thing for our body. Like, it's an innate response, and we intuitively, innately, our bodies know how to do it. But it's something that's totally new and uncomfortable for us. So if we have limiting beliefs that try to keep us in our comfort zone, or fears or old wounds that protect us from doing anything different, because it does we don't want to reopen old wounds, or we have, you know, fears. Fears are just protective mechanisms. They will literally keep us and keep operating back in that subconscious and hold us back from getting outside of our comfort zone. And honestly, like, pregnancy is outside of our comfort zone. It's something that different. It's different. We haven't spent most of our lives pregnant. So I think that's true for probably everybody. So it's different, and it is scary. It is scary to like go through this whole thing, and you don't know what to expect or what you're gonna feel or how you're gonna be as a mother. And so there's, again, just like all this stuff that's going on in the background. So that is a completely other level of the preconception care that I offer, and it is so important. It is massively important to spend some time working on your mindset, identify your limiting beliefs, work on them, work through them, like work through your triggers, identify your fears, shift your mindset. And at the same time, nurture your body, nurture your physical body, because she is absolutely incredible, and she shows up every single day for you, no matter what you feed her, what you tell her, and you know what you put in and what you put on her. So, and you know, another little caveat: I absolutely recommend preconception care for 3 months before you try to get pregnant. And the reason for that is on the physical level, it takes 90 days for your eggs to mature. 90 days for your eggs to mature. So spend 3 months, right? Go through, have a few cycles, and each time, if you're doing preconception care, you're gonna feel every single week your body is gonna shift, and you're gonna feel amazing in ways you never thought you could feel before. It's so much fun to watch my clients transform their bodies, and you absolutely will. If you are improving the functionality of every system as a whole in your body, you can't help but to feel absolutely incredible, and you will feel different in ways you didn't even realize you could. Like for me, I started running because my joints just felt so great, and I didn't even know my joints didn't feel great. So that's just one example. And like this mental fog will just clear and poof, and you might not even realize that you have a mental fog. And your digestion, like you'll have better poops than you've ever had before. So all these things are greatly connected to your overall health and fertility. So spend a few months, prepare your body before you really start trying, because when you prepare your body is going to be set up, it's going to be ready. It's going to be ready. So if you've had a difficult time getting pregnant or staying pregnant, it's simply a way that your body is telling you it's not quite ready, and it needs some support, and it needs some work. And that is exactly everything I just talked about, is how you can do that with massive impact. So I hope you found that insightful. If there's any way I can help you or guide you further, please reach out to me and let me know. I would love to help you. This is my jam. This is what I wake up every single day for, apart from letting my dogs out to go to the bathroom and for feeding my son. This is what I live for. So if I can help you, if I can be of service and help you, empower you to transform your bodies, let me know. But first and foremost, really embrace the idea and the thought of preconception care. And if you've done a fertility diet before, if you've been taking supplements, if you've been eating the right food, but you haven't noticed a change, think about the mindset, but also think about, are you actually digesting your food? Do you have constipation? Do you have diarrhea? Do you have heartburn? Do you have bloating? Do you get hungry if you haven't eaten a meal for a little while? Those are all signs your body can use some additional support. So that is all I'm going to give you for today. That was kind of a lot of information. I just kind of spewed that out for you. So let's go ahead. Let's do a little meditation at the end. How's that sound? You want to do a meditation? I see there are a couple people on here, and I've just been talking and talking and talking. So I haven't said hi, but I want to say hi to you, and I want to say hi to all the replay viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in and for joining. I would like to take this opportunity to do just a couple-minute meditation with you. So go ahead, and if you are not sitting, take a moment to grab a seat. Kick your shoes off if you can, get your feet flat on the ground, or sit with your legs crossed and your palms open and up on your lap. And let's take a couple deep breaths, breathing all the way in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and do one more. Breathe all the way in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Go ahead and close your eyes if they aren't already. Continue deep breathing in for 5, hold for 5, and out for 5. And your breaths may just flow into a natural big deep breath, and that is just fine. As you breathe, focus on having an equal in-breath as you do an out-breath. And there should be a nice natural pause between your inhale and your exhale. And then a natural pause between your exhale and your inhale. So take another deep breath. And visualize a bright white column of light coming in from the universe down through the crown of your head. And filling your whole body with warmth and with light. Visualizing this light coming all the way through your crown, through your head, down through your neck. Feel your throat expand as you breathe in this light. And let it flow down through your heart, through your torso, filling your pelvic bowl, and then flowing all the way down through your legs and out through your feet. And as this light goes out through your feet, it channels down and goes all the way down through the earth, and then curves back around and comes all the way back up to the universe and back down in through the crown of your head. And as it goes down through the crown of your head, this time it comes out, down through your shoulders, through your arms, through the tips of your fingers, and the soles, the palms of your hands. And then that light goes back up around through the universe. So now you have currents of energy, of light flowing through your body, connecting you down to the earth as the light goes out the soles of your feet and back up and connecting you to the universe. So you're channeling this light. And as you do, your body fills more and more with this light This is the same light that is of the universe, and the same light that is of the earth, and the same light that is of you, and the same light that is of me. So channel this love and channel this light. And go ahead and take a mental scan of your body and notice where there are any areas that are holding on to fear or doubt or shame or frustration or anger or resentment. And wherever you are holding any of these emotions, send some light. Send some light to that area in your body. Surround that dark with light and shine that light so bright on it that that dark has no other option than to surrender and become the light. And when there is no more dark in your body and everything is light, everything is surrendered, and everything is love. Take another deep breath. And when you are ready, you may wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring your awareness back to this room, and slowly open your eyes. I want to thank you so much for being the bright, shining light that you are. And I am honored, so honored that our paths have crossed. And if there is any way I can ever be of service to you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I wish you the most amazing day filled with so much love and light. Let's get you pregnant, girl.